Now, I guess this opinion I have of Lil Peep is controversial. I mean, I guess that's what the internet is saying at least. Lil Peep is being left out of the SoundCloud conversation though, which is crazy, man. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, then you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I tweeted something the other day regarding Lil Peep that was actually posted on XXL. It started a lot of conversations, especially over on Instagram, but I wanted to elaborate on my tweet though, and hey, here I am. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, Lil Peep and the SoundCloud conversation. That's what this tweet that I'm going to show you right now is about, and this is what I said. Y'all got to start putting Lil Peep in these SoundCloud conversations. This is something I put up on Twitter at this very time because there's been this Mount Rushmore hip-hop list that's been going around. It started after Rap Caviar put up this picture right here with the caption, Drizzy, K-Dot, Cole, and question mark, who takes the 4th spot on the Mount Rushmore of the 2010s. This one little tweet started a lot of conversations. People were pitching in regarding that 4th placement. At the end, Nicki ended up getting it, and there's that. After this, Rap, shout out to Rap, ended up making a SoundCloud version with Uzi, Juice, and X. Rap then asked Lil Uzi Vert, Juice WRLD, and XXXTentacion. Who else deserves to be on a SoundCloud Rap Mount Rushmore? Yet again, this sparked up a lot of conversations. At the end, Cardi ended up getting it after a poll was created by Rap on Instagram. And now, this is when my tweet comes up. So I tweeted Lil Peep deserves to be included in the SoundCloud conversation, like I showed you. XXL actually ended up posting it on their Instagram. You guys should have tagged me, by the way. And like expected, people were not messing with my take. I saw a whole lot of caps in that comment section. Should Lil Peep not be included in the SoundCloud conversation though? Really? You know what I think? I think the hatred people for some reason have for Lil Peep overshadows the fact that Lil Peep was huge on SoundCloud. He had an entire wave going on SoundCloud. Crazy wave for that matter. Did people forget that, yeah, Lil Peep really blew up after his passing, but did y'all forget what platform he built his entire foundation on? Obviously SoundCloud. Now SoundCloud had obviously been thriving for a couple years before Peep. We had guys like Uzi who came up off of it. X also built a big portion of his base through SoundCloud. And going back a little bit further, a guy like Young Lean is for sure a pioneer in that whole space. And then let's not forget Raider Clan. Their imprint and influence on the SoundCloud wave runs deep. Bones is another name, by the way, and I could go on and on and on and on. Just wanted to scratch the surface and mention a couple names. But Lil Peep is somewhere there in the middle of it all. The reason why I think people deliberately choose to not recognize Peep's influence on his space is number one, due to his passing. Let's be honest, Lil Peep didn't properly blow up until he unfortunately died. Peep was in this really weird place right before he passed away where he was gonna take off, but he was almost a little too poppin' to be labeled as a SoundCloud rapper. I think what Lil Peep did that was so smart is he really ran with the success he had gotten from the SoundCloud era and was very intentionally trying to become bigger than that, which again was smart, and I believe he would have easily broken through those barriers and followed through with that plan had he been alive. Lil Peep was on a great trajectory to begin with, so his track record was solid in terms of the work he had put in up until the point of his passing, but he really embodied that SoundCloud era. And Peep also demonstrated an insane amount of skill due to how well he successfully blended so many different genres together. He literally took rap, mixed that with pop punk, rock, and created something very unique in that space. He was truly one of a kind in this lane. That's why he got so much love even before his death. Lil Peep was from the underground, so he belongs in the SoundCloud conversation as much as, you know, for example, XXXTentacion does. X for sure did it way bigger, had more of a mark in that space, was also more recognized for being a SoundCloud artist, but I think Peep has his place in his space. The only unfortunate thing is the fact that he never got the chance to carry it further than he did. And I've said this before about Peep, but he never got claimed by any genre, let alone hip-hop. That's a really big reason as to why he's generally speaking not liked by hip-hop fans. Peep's name in hip-hop seems to have a very bad aftertaste to it, and I recognize that, and you probably do as well. But here's the thing, man, a lot of people out here have to learn how to separate your feelings towards Lil Peep and look at the actual impact. And this is coming out of the mouth of a guy who said time after time that I was never a fan of Lil Peep's music, and I'm still not. However, Lil Peep is one of the only rappers who came out of the SoundCloud wave who did what he did in the way he did it. So he proved himself to not only be talented, but also brought a lot of uniqueness to that space. He was unlike anyone I've seen. Now granted, Peep was not really an innovator because he did draw influence from a lot of different places, as in genres, obviously mixed it all together, and the result was, well, Lil Peep's music. On top of that, he is a product of someone like Bones, whose influence can be heard in Peep's music. With that being said, was Peep the source of the SoundCloud era? I don't think so, but I do think he played an important part of the whole wave. The influence Peep had in that space is just undeniable. It's there, and if you choose to not recognize it, hey, that's all on you. All I know is that Lil Peep's name should never, ever, ever be left out of the SoundCloud conversation. But yeah, Lil Peep getting left out of the SoundCloud conversation and my take on it. Any thoughts on this topic? My tweet was for sure getting a lot of pushback, at least on IG, but you know what? I love being the spark of a great conversation, so I ain't complaining. And plus, all that free promo was hitting a little different. Can't even lie, my IG has been lit these past few days. Anyway, any thoughts on this Lil Peep SoundCloud conversation? Definitely let me know in the comment section below, and let's have a discussion about this.